Hey, it's Michael from RealtorMrobe and Associates, Century 21 affiliated. And today on our Tales from the Transaction, I'm going to tell you probably one of my favorite stories, and it's called The Naked Russian. I get a call from a client. Well, it wasn't even a client. It was a call. Had seen one of my signs in the neighborhood, and she contacted me and said that she wanted to sell a property. Great. You love getting calls like that. Those are called come list me's. And she said that she wanted to list her property immediately. I got some information from her, pulled it up online. She was the only title holder. I was like super excited. So I got my package together and I rushed out to her property. Property was in College Grove area of San Diego. And when I got there, it was what I would call a split level home. So a split level, for you people that are unfamiliar with that, it had like a living room, then about 5 steps, and then a dining room and a kitchen, 5 steps, and it had bedrooms. So it kind of went up the hill. And so when I got there, met with the lady. She's a very, very nice young lady. She kind of gave me a brief tour of the home. And we sat down and started going through the process of comparables and, my marketing plan and all of that. And as we're going through it, all of a sudden, a gentleman comes out of one of the rooms and starts walking down the stairs. And he's just wearing a pair of boxer shorts, okay? He had to be easily 6.5 feet tall. And he comes down into the living room in his underwear, okay? And you could tell that this guy had, I don't know, maybe he was on a bender, I don't know. And I'm looking at the woman I'm meeting with. She's like completely, it doesn't even faze her. She goes, never mind him. That's my husband. He's not on title. He's not a part of this. He's not coming with me. And I'm like, okay. And so he actually comes down and he sits in the living room chair across from me. Now, I want you to picture this. I'm only 5 feet 5 inches tall on a good day. Okay. This is a 6.5 foot tall guy. He sits across from me in a chair. He's like slouched in it with his boxers, legs spread wide open, all of his junk's hanging out of his shorts. And he looks at me and he says, "Who the f are you?" And I'm looking at him. She goes, "Ignore him. Don't pay any attention to him." I'm like, okay. And he goes, "Why are you in my house?" Okay. Needless to say, this went on for about a minute and a half of him just cursing at me. And I told the lady, I said, "Hey, look, I'm not going to put up with this. You're going to have to come into my office." She said, "That's fine." And as I'm leaving, she's just absolutely ripping this guy as I'm leaving the house. She did within 45 minutes, was out my office, signing a contract, basically said, "Look, ignore him. He has nothing to do with my real estate transaction. I'm leaving him." She was the only one on title, so I went with it. When we get some offers on the property, I asked her, if I could come by the property. She said yes, so I actually went by the house. Again, hopefully this situation was under control. It was not. When I got to the house and I've got all my things out on the dining room table, there are offers that we have on the property. Here he comes again, except this time he's butt naked. And I mean, he is absolutely butt naked. And he's like, "Oh, you again in my house." And I just said, "Look, I'm packing my stuff up. We're leaving. You got to come into my office." She apologized. She apologized every single time for her husband. He never, ever got violent with me, but it's kind of shocking seeing this giant man walking around butt naked in the house, cursing at me. I mean, I don't even know how I would defend myself if he actually decided to come after me. Once we got the property in to ask her, she vacated the property fairly quick and left him there. She did say that she would get him out. Although I did get a call when we did have the physical inspector go by the property and said that there was a 6.5 foot tall man butt naked outside of the house screaming and yelling at him, and the wife did have to go over there and corral him and get him under control and get him over out of the property so they could actually do the physical inspection. So for all of you, the reason I'm sharing this story with you is if you think all of our, like I said, all of our transactions are, super fine clients, everything's an easy transaction, everything's super fun, try walking into a house and try to conduct a sales meeting where a 6.5 foot tall, giant, drunk, naked Russian guy is cursing you out and threatening to kick your ass. Anyways, welcome to the world of real estate. If you guys have any questions or you'd like to talk to me about anything having to do with real estate, as you can tell, I have dealt with it all. Give me a call directly, Michael Robe at 619-701-0309. Thanks.
Hey, if you like the content that we're providing, please click like and subscribe here below.